Don't overreact. Take back your power. A Freestyle American English original story. Intro, the lesson I learned the hard way. There was a time when I couldn't control my emotions. Whenever someone corrected my English or didn't understand me, I'd overreact. My face got hot. My heart raced. I'd think, they're judging me. They think I'm stupid. I didn't know it then, but every time I overreacted, I was giving away my power. If you're learning English, maybe you've felt this too, that feeling when someone laughs at your mistake, or finishes your sentence for you, or looks confused while you speak. You want to explain. You want to defend yourself. But in that moment, emotion takes over. This story is about how I learned to stay calm, take a breath, and take back my power. Part 1, Why we overreact. Most people think that overreacting is just about anger. But it's not. It's about fear. Fear of being misunderstood. Fear of being judged. Fear of not being good enough. When I first started learning English, every mistake felt like a failure. If someone corrected me, I took it personally. If someone laughed, I thought they were laughing at me. If someone spoke faster, I thought, they don't respect me. One day, during a conversation class, my teacher interrupted me to fix my grammar. She said, no, you say I have been learning, not I am learning since. The whole class laughed. I felt humiliated. I stopped talking for the rest of the lesson. Later that night, I replayed the moment in my mind again and again. The laughter, the embarrassment, the anger. It stayed with me for days. I told myself I hated English. But deep down, I didn't hate the language, I hated the feeling of being out of control. Part 2, The Power of Pause. Weeks later, I found myself in the same classroom. The teacher corrected me again. But this time, I did something different. I paused. I didn't fight. I didn't freeze. I just smiled and said, thanks, I didn't know that. And in that small pause, something shifted. The energy changed. The teacher smiled back. The moment passed, peacefully. Later, I realized that the pause was more than silence. It was a strength. The pause, I wrote in my notebook, is the space between reaction and response, and that's where peace lives. Since that day, I made it my rule, never react immediately. Take a breath. Step back. Then decide how to respond. Part 3, 2 Ways to Live. When you react emotionally, you live like a thermometer, you simply measure and reflect the heat around you. But when you stay calm, you become a thermostat, you control the temperature of the room. I started noticing how often people overreact. A student is missing the bus, yelling at the driver. A friend got angry when someone disagreed. A classmate stormed out of a group chat because of one word. Everywhere I looked, people were giving away their peace. And then I understood peace isn't something you find. It's something you protect. Part 4, The Parallel Story. Let me tell you about another learner, Mina. She moved to London to study English. Her accent was strong, her vocabulary simple, but her dream was big. The first week, she ordered coffee and the barista said, "What?" Then again, louder, "What?" Mina turned red with embarrassment. She stormed out of the cafe and told her friends, "I'll never speak again. People here don't respect me." But her teacher told her something she never forgot: you can't control how people listen. You can only control how you respond. Mina decided to practice calm. The next time someone said "What?" she smiled and repeated slowly. And something magical happened. People began to listen differently. Not because her English was perfect, but because her energy was peaceful. Part 5, How to Take Back Your Power. Here's what I learned, and what Mina learned too. Every time you overreact, you hand someone your emotional remote control. You say, "Here, you decide how I feel." But when you stay calm, you keep that remote. You choose your emotions. You choose your words. You choose your peace. And that's real power. Whenever I felt anger rising, I practiced a simple 3-step rule. 1. Pause, don't react. 2. Breathe, feel your body calm down. 3. Choose, decide what matters and what doesn't. It's not easy at first, but it's powerful. After a while, I noticed something strange. People started treating me differently. They respected my calmness. They listened when I spoke. They trusted me more. Because calm energy is magnetic. Part 6, The Bigger Picture. In language, like in life, emotions can either block you or build you. If you react with fear, you close the door to learning. But if you respond with curiosity, that same mistake becomes your teacher. Now, when I make a mistake, I say, "Thank you for helping me improve." When someone's rude, I say, "Maybe they're having a bad day, it's not about me." When I feel misunderstood, I remind myself, English is just a tool. My worth doesn't depend on my grammar. That's how I take back my power, by not letting emotions control my identity. Part 7, the test. One day, during a presentation, a coworker interrupted me mid-sentence. I felt that old anger rise again. I wanted to snap. But then, the pause. I smiled, took a breath, and said calmly, "I'll finish my point first, then I'd love to hear yours." The room went silent. He nodded and said, "Sorry, please continue." That's when I knew I had changed. Not because I spoke perfect English, but because I spoke with control. Part 8, Lessons for English Learners. Here's what I want you to remember: control your reaction. Every situation gives you a choice: react or respond. Reaction is emotion. Response is wisdom. Practice the pause. When you take a breath, your mind opens. You think clearer. You speak better. You learn faster. Don't take things personally. If someone laughs, it's usually not about you. Maybe they're nervous too. Maybe they admire you and don't know how to show it. Stay curious. Instead of "Why did this happen to me?" ask, "What can I learn from this?" That single question transforms every problem into a lesson. Part 9, the big message. There will always be people who misunderstand you. There will always be mistakes, confusion, and frustration. But remember this: you don't have to react to everything you feel. And you don't have to lose yourself every time someone doesn't understand. Peace is your choice. Calm is your strength. And control, that's your power. Don't overreact. Take back your power. Because the strongest voice is the calmest one. Subscribe for more real English stories, motivation, and learning mindset videos from Freestyle American English.